Um,
What about now?
uh,
What about now? Yeah, there we go. There we
yeah.
go.
Oh no,
Well, silence your phone.
it's not me.
There we go.
Okay.
Is it your phone? Silence your phone.
It's not me. It must be. Okay. As long as we have it.
Just a black screen.
No shot.
No shot.
Oh, God. It sure enough is a black screen.
But now it sees us, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's just really.
Oh, there's an ad.
But now it sees us, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. There's just a delay, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just really.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, B-Way, for confirming that for us. We just had to get for some odd reason, everything turned off, but now we're back on. We're here, and we're so happy to see all of you guys. It's been so long, or at least it feels like that to us. Oh my gosh, we've missed you. We've missed streaming. We've missed just kind of like playing and doing our thing without any issues. So hopefully that will continue on forward from this moment. Anyway, I'm your DM, Aaron Raphael Amin, here with the rest of you from the dungeon. We got that boy. Introduce yourself. I'm sick of introducing you guys. You can talk on your own.
Yeah, you're right. I'm Riley. As you know, Wendell on Instagram, Suicide Channel Boy on everything else.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
JC, I'm Ohio Hex on Instagram. I play Narissa.
That boy from across the desert. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm Ibrahim. I play Airsid. So, yep, I'm good. I'm a little hungover, but we're here.
Hey, well, I'm glad to hear you had a good night. It sounds like you're already in character.
Ersa does seem perpetually hungover, to be fair.
I could see it.
Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. And we're happy you're here. We're happy to be here. We got everyone introduced. Shouts out to Stone. He helped us with all of our technical difficulties, as he is wont to do. He is not here today. We pray for his safety. He got into a small little accident. He's really just fine, but we can't have him in the back seat driving. So I am DM and man in chair today, so bear with us. We're just going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about what happened last time. After the oh so precarious situation of the eldritch storm plaguing the redolent wood that was quelled by our few adventurers, we have Ersid now introduced to his long-lost family, his half-sister Kana O, who was actually on a pilgrimage to the ruins of Il-Hayed, which sat in the middle of the eldritch storm, and his father Kakuzu, who was the leader of the village guard of Tomomori. During their recuperation after dealing with such craziness, Ersid had his time to catch up and bonded with the shard of Sadior that they found amongst their adventures, a gem holding the soul of an old draconic deity who asks our adventurers to take them on a journey across the continents to help them become whole again. Then we have Narissa, who sat down with Sadame in the sacred grove of Tomomori, where she learned a little bit more about where her powers came from and what she is to be doing with this newfound emotion that dwells within her. Kane, our resident edgelord, is a star in his performance, his role, as he sets up a contract with the mysterious black orb that has had the grasp over him since their adventures in Orin. They travel back after a strange altercation with Salomare, one of the 7-star knights who was also investigating the Eldritch Storm. They had taken one of our group's old compatriots, a lizard folk by the name of Icescale, prisoner, and no one was all too happy about that, but at the time nothing could be done. Now back in Burnwell, There was a bet and a score to settle. The Midnight Carnival and our unnamed group of adventurers falling under the Broken Blades had decided in a month who could make more money. Whoever made more money gets half of the others' winnings. And sure enough, of course, our adventurers won because it's their story. I'm just saying. And with that money, they paired with the rest of the Broken Blades to develop their own tavern, which we find them now sitting in after a couple of days. Around you, there are a couple of workers kind of pulling up posts, dusting, sweeping, setting up tables, nailing in boards, things like that. While the six of you sit at a table elaborating what exactly your business plan is. Oliver sort of speaks up with his same sort of swarthy tone that he always has, his head resting on his hand. So exactly, what are we doing here? Last time I checked, business in front and metal's business in the back.
Well, or business in the back. We're just sitting around here supervising. Like, you got to put your back into it.
Oh no. And you can see like Metal's just kind of out. He's also helping with the construction. He's very passionate about how his smithy will look and be set up. For he has to do good work, and to do good work, he needs a good environment.
It's fair.
So, are we putting up signs? Have you decided on a name? I still think the Broken Blades Blacksmith and Bar is just,
Yeah, but
it rolls off the tongue,
It
does it
might
not?
have a couple too many bees.
How too many? That's the point. The alliteration. It's beautiful. We could be BBBB.
Quadruple bee.
I mean, yeah, but it's all you. You know what I mean?
Well, it's all you. It's all us.
Sure.
I mean, at the moment, you are one of the Broken Blades.
Right. I suppose you're right.
That being said, I mean, I am not the one naming the tavern. I am not the one risking my life day after day. So, I am open to any discussion.
Yeah, I think that is something we should all discuss. But I just don't know.
To keep with the theme of metal, you could go with black metal barrel?
Actually, I happen to like that one.
It is only 3 bees.
No, that's one. It's two.
It's two.
Oh, it's 2.
It's two. We'll cut the bees in half.
metal barrel.
We'll
Yeah.
cut the bees in half, mate.
2 bees.
I like the sound of that. And you hear Metal from the back. I like the sound of that as well. It got my name in it. Hey boy, be careful with that 2x4. And it goes back and he's
Black metal barrel's not terrible.
It fits with the armory and the tavern.
It's black. I like that.
and you see Uwasa, she's like pantomiming that she has a huge barrel and she's just chugging it down. And by the time she gets to the bottom, she like falls to the floor dizzy and gives you guys a thumbs up.
She is cute.
I think she's pretty funny. So, Black Metal Barrel it is.
Yeah. Black metal barrel.
Well, at the moment, we have only a couple of places we can put said barrels. There is a cellar that will hold roughly, who knows how much wine and ale we can get, but enough to take care of our customer base. But if we want to open like a basement area, that will take some renovations. Upstairs, I assume, will be your rooms. Are we leaving any rooms for customers?
How much space is upstairs?
You would say this whole guild hall tavern-esque situation, you guys probably get, we'll say 1,200 square feet of floor. I think that seems fair.
That's pretty big.
It seems pretty big. I think it's worth your guys' money.
We could have a few rooms. I don't know if it.
Yeah, do we want to make this a place for all these civilians to come in and constantly be staying? Like, I know that we'll have them here regularly, but overnight, what if something happens?
What if? Yeah, I'm not saying we're important people, but we have a lot of important things on us.
I don't want to be held liable for when someone comes in here trying to kill me and 3 people get their heads whacked off. You know.
I mean, last time I checked, mate, you did have sort of a target on your back.
That's what I'm saying.
So, maybe best not to have people stay here if you think they'll come after you in such a crowd.
Well, it could happen.
Okay, then maybe we leave rooms off the table.
Yeah, we can make the upstairs rooms for us as well as whatever else we might need in the future.
Maybe a small armory. That way,
Yeah.
your armory, while
a
Metal's
lounge.
armory
A lounge, maybe a training room for you to do your pull-ups and your squats and all.
Filled
Place
with weights.
for Airset to shoot his bow. Place for me to play my
Watch.
violin.
Can't just do that in your room, mate.
Yeah, whatever. I want a special place.
It's like in House of the Dragon. You're like working out. I'm like, do that song again. The same one. Replay it.
Oh no. Kane's just the house bard.
Yeah,
I mean, it's true.
of course.
Well, then I and Metal will get a small sign worked up. If you don't mind, it seems like you all are busy. We'll take care of the branding. You all can take care of, well, whatever it is you take care of.
Whatever
Speaking
you
of
do.
which, we do have a couple of jobs. A couple of people, well, lots of people have been asking about us lately because Metal is a mastermind of advertisement.
Yeah, his big metal dinosaur thing, I'm sure, is pretty alluring to the eye.
He keeps it pretty hidden. Not many people are keen to. If you don't like Scaly Kind as much, imagine a metal one coming at you.
Yeah, I suppose. I'm just meaning he's a flashy individual.
Okay, I see where you're coming from, mate. But we do have a couple jobs I would like to let you know about, or we can simply let you all rest. I'm sure you've been through a war.
Oh, whoa.
If they are small, maybe.
Yeah, let's hear him.
Well, of course, there is still the situation of Manny to Mabel. They haven't made any more victims lately. However, people are still scared. And after everything in Orin, well, people aren't sure what to make of the situation. There's also a small job to Orin specifically to recover some of the effects of the fallen, to hold sort of like a ceremony for them, just in case, help families be put more at ease.
You want us to go back to Orin?
I know, I was thinking, oh god, I never want to go
I
back
mean,
there again.
If I'm not entirely mistaken, that option was always on the table.
It's...
Didn't we make an agreement with the dragon there
Well,
that we would, mind our own?
I think maybe we did do something of the sort, but
I'm pretty sure it was more like this is your land.
yeah, we won't try and take it back from you. And we're not going to fight you for it now.
Still not sure
guess.
if I want to leave.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that, we'll probably have to see him again.
Yeah. We're on speaking terms.
Oh, alright.
You individuals are so... Let me just say I'm happy you're on our side.
Me too.
Me too.
Well, there's that. Also, this one is a little... It seems very mundane. A couple of people from a city northeast of us have been claiming some ruins of an old mansion that have been very well kept over time. They used to belong to some old Duke and Duchess. They've been seeing candlelight from their windows. Mind you, these nobles are supposed to have been dead for years, decades.
Ghosts.
Spooky.
More ghosts.
There have been
Ever-
reports of people going missing. Only a few. And some people who do investigate, they come back and it's almost like they don't remember anything that's happened. I don't think anyone's been, there have been some, we can't call them casualties, but there are the missing. Everyone else who's returned does not seem to have anything ill with them outside of their lack of memory.
I mean, that sounds kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie.
It does sound cool.
I'm intrigued by the
intrigued on
spooky.
that one, for sure. Yeah.
I
Though,
thought it was supposed to be something simple. That sounds a little.
It's just a house.
It's certainly an investigation, but compared to, everything you've been through, I don't think it sounds quite as violent.
sure, it's not a chaotic magical storm.
Or a hidden dragon under the mines of a town in need of water and food.
Right.
So,
Unless it is.
with how mundane your first mission went, I think it is necessary to take all precautions with something like this.
Yeah, agreed. I think.
An old mansion might have valuables in it.
You know just what to say. Yeah, very intrigued on the mansion, but group consensus here. Do you think that maybe we should try and stay in town for a little while, maybe figure out this Mabel situation, and then perhaps go to the mansion after?
I think it's worth checking. We already made some progress on the Mabel thing. We should at least go try and find Lyra and ask if she's made any headway.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So we're gonna stay in town.
Is the mansion outside of town?
The mansion is outside of town.
How far?
Roughly, probably 2 days' journey.
It's not that far. Okay. Yeah, I think we should stay first. See what we can do about the man-eater
What was it
Mabel.
that we decided? There were two creatures, right? One that attacked me and one that attacked you guys.
One attacked Kane,
Right.
and one attacked you.
I believe the Mabel is the one that attacked you. And we found out through the research that we did at the library that an invisible stalker was what attacked me.
And we don't know what that is.
We don't know where that is. But I think that the book said that a specific individual has to call the invisible stalker.
Someone sent it after you. They're like assassins.
Yeah. So somebody here doesn't like me very much.
And we
Well,
couldn't
that
figure out
doesn't
who.
narrow it down.
I was gonna say it really doesn't, but
No, I suppose you're right.
it has to be someone with the capability of summoning a elemental.
Yeah. Who could that be?
Sounds like another quest that didn't exactly hit the board.
We have lots to do, so
Yeah.
Well, leave yourselves to it. Like I said, Metal and I have the lowdown on the black metal barrel. So feel free. Just
Okay.
drop in and let us know you're safe from time to time.
Yeah.
I'll also give Metal my idea for the half plate that I want him to make. I'll have to go buy all the stuff for it, I guess, and then bring it to him.
What materials do you have now?
What materials do I have now?
Gold.
Nothing. Yeah, gold. I have Literally nothing else. I haven't picked up a single thing.
Of here.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
I don't have shit. She never picks anything up except gold.
That's girls sometimes.
Great improvisation there.
Okay, so if you don't have,
Feathers. She's got the feathers.
you have the feathers, but you don't. What kind of? Do you have any armor right now?
No.
And no one in
She
your
has-
party has
Wait,
any.
you're not wearing armor?
No, I've been like pretty much naked this entire time.
Who took the plate armor off of the fucking dead guy?
Phil.
That's y'all's inventories.
No. That was me, wasn't it?
I don't remember. It was you or Phil. No, I think Phil took the ones off of one of the ones that I cast Animate Dead on, and then Issa took the one from the guy who tried to kill us in the camp, and I took his knives.
Oh, he did. You do have
Right.
that. Yeah.
That is right. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have it here. It was
What kind of armor is it?
Whatever Arid's finest man was wearing.
Does it not say?
no, I'm a dumbass and I just wrote armor. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I guess that can be up to you.
No, that's fine. He would most likely have.
If I remember correctly, he was only wearing the chest plate.
Mm-hmm.
And
That sounds-
He
yeah.
wasn't wearing his boots or his greaves or anything.
So just breastplate, which could be converted into half plate. And you want it gold.
Like painted on, I guess. Like a gold enamel, I suppose would be the best way to describe it. Because you can't have an all gold breastplate, that would be dumb.
Okay.
Hit with a hammer.
And it just caves.
Are you wanting it enchanted? Here, we're asking a lot of questions. Do you want this armor enchanted? How do you want this armor? You want it gold enamel? I mean, I have this, but it is black. So that will take
Yeah,
a little extra.
gold, yeah, I figured. Isn't it more expensive to enchant it? I have a lot of money right now, but
Of course, it's more expensive, but if you want to make sure you are safe out there in the wildlands, then it may help you.
Can't put a price on life.
Yeah, and you can't put a price on looking, rich either. So
Speaking of looking rich, I need some new clothes as well.
you have enough money you could get it tailored to you at this point.
That's on the to-do list today.
How much for the half plate enchanted with the gold enamel? If we have the breastplate already.
Of course. Providing materials. You have time. It'll take me a full ride. 10 days. Most likely, I could do that for 1,000 gold.
That's not horrible. I still have 2,300.
Here, look. You've brought me the blessed plate, but you need the gold. You need the enchantment. I need the time. We'll do 800.
That
What
seems
a
fair.
great deal.
That seems fair to me.
what is the bonus that you're gonna get?
Isn't it just a +1?
Yeah.
Yeah, +1. So it would bring my armor class to 18.
Holy fucking.
Whoa.
Unless there are any other enchantments you might want. I know some of the crystals might be able to enhance your resistance. Or we can simply make sure that the magic is there to keep you alive.
I'm already pretty tough. I think maybe just making it strong is the way to go for now.
Then, while the rest of these employees, I believe, are working on the tavern, I will work on your armor.
Thank you. She'll hand him the feathers and the breastplate and a bad drawing.
And in good faith, I do need a down payment.
Oh, of course. Bring out the gold.
How much you gonna give them?
I'll give him 400 right now. I'll do half.
Works. Okay, so we have a commission working for you. That's gonna take about 10 days. So, what's next on the itinerary? Where are you guys trying to go?
I guess I'll try and find a tailor.
How do you propose to do so? There's probably a few in the furnish exchange, or you could try to get something nice by going to the Iron District.
You betcha.
Okay.
Going to the Iron District.
They recognize you as what's the word? We'll say proponents of the king, as he is sort of emblazoned you. He's had you guys.
We have the little capes.
Yeah, the king
you
got
have-
us an inn.
I forgot we had those.
Yes, you have an inn with the king, so you guys can go to the Iron District. You happen to find a little place. It's just a small little place full of like textiles, weaves, and fabrics, owned by a small human man. He's very well dressed, has an ascot. It's black with like sort of like a rusty red suit. His hair's slicked back and brown, and he has a small like pencil mustache.
It's just fucking Gomez.
He's just Gomez Adams. Welcome. How may I? You come into my tailory unclothed.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I'm naked.
I need some clothes, obviously.
We can tell. So, what will we be doing for you today? And he like whips out his little like a piece of yarn and starts like measuring you. Please, excuse me, as he like gets in between your legs to take your inseam.
No, it's all right. Yeah, I'd like a coat without sleeves, please.
And he pulls out a little notepad and he just kind of looks at you, raising an eyebrow.
Yep. Coat without sleeves.
Colère,
A black.
black as in blue, black as in purple, black as in red.
As in red?
What undertones are you looking for?
Do you have anything that, will really express like, hey, look at me. I'm really toxic. Stay away from me.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a green undertone.
I'm really toxic.
And like, you get a glance at his notepad and it just says like toxic underlined. Will that be all?
No, I'd like some new breeches as well, and some boots.
With a sleeveless coat, I recommend something a little more, well, Burnwellian in nature. Large pants, open, good for the desert. Should complement your more lithe physique up
Sure.
above.
Okay.
Tall boots, thigh-high boots, like now. Lower boots.
Perhaps to the knee.
Scales, rather than leather.
I like the sound of that.
Boots that are made out of scales?
Yes, or at least have the coat of maybe an alligator or a giant serpent of sorts.
You're wearing alligator skin boots.
No boot goofing.
We're opening... Again, we're opening a pub. We're not opening a brothel. You're not a
Should
pimp.
just call him.
Well, you gotta have somebody there who looks like it. And I will fill that role. Also a sash.
Sash,
Yeah.
mid-waist, over crossbody.
Mm,
How do you plan on wearing it so I know how to accentuate the pattern?
maybe a little bit of both.
Green?
Yeah, but dark green.
Dark green.
You could do a dark purple. Purple and green.
I think it would look okay. Purple and green.
Are you there, Narissa?
Yeah, are you?
In the
I
color
just hear
wheel
her
in
in
her
my
mind. The color wheel in her mind. She's like, yeah. There's a lot of birds that they're purple and green.
Sure, we'll keep a little classic going.
I will take your suggestions and I will make them work. That is my business.
Good, right.
So, we have sleeveless coat,
Yep.
breeches,
Yep.
skin boots,
Mm-hmm.
sash.
Yes.
Is that all?
Yeah, I think so. You got any jewelry?
I know a good jeweler.
Just point me in the direction then.
Absolutely. And he gives you a name. That way you can go and find some jewelry. Well, if that would be all, then I think with the materials involved, we can do about 50 gold.
Sure, easy enough.
Give me about 3 days.
This guy's fast as hell, man.
Okay.
He's out here sewing.
Do you need a down payment?
Well, if you don't pick it up, it is my work. Someone will.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll be back in 3 days.
Name.
Kane.
Puts it down and he sort of just bows.
And I'll bow and walk out.
All right. What else would you all like to do?
Anybody else want to take the reins? I've still got something in my brain.
I was trying to think if Ersid wants a new outfit, but I can't think of anything at the moment. So go ahead. We can do a little Kane shopping episode.
Well, alright then. I'll go over to the Salted
I'm
Scroll.
just following you. I just find it fascinating.
Yeah, I think we're just following you. We're like, we don't have anything else to do.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I'm getting my steps in for the day.
Sure. Okay, so you want to go to the Salted Scroll. Give me just a second.
Sure.
Make sure you don't get, I don't know, kidnapped or murdered or something.
Yeah.
Do you
Visible
have
stalked.
the name
Yeah,
of
there's-
our
there's a
Salted Scroll woman?
The owner of the Salted Scroll?
Yes.
I believe so, somewhere.
I really wanted to say that I felt like I knew it the other day. Kiana?
Let's see.
No, is that? Do we have a Kiana and a Tiana?
I think it starts with a K. I don't remember though.
'Cause that sounds like a lot.
I mean, that's fair, but
I wouldn't put it past me, but also
I wouldn't put
is it Hallie? It's one of the names I have marked off.
Maybe I wrote it. Probably not.
I should have wrote it. I've written everyone else's name but hers.
I have so many names.
Well, her name is going to be Hallie for now. And if that changes, it won't, because we're going to call that canon now.
Yeah, if it changes, we won't bring attention to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just going to put it in my notes so that way I don't have to ask you guys to keep notes for me. So you walk into the Salted Scroll, and her little bluish tiger cat with the purple eyes is just kind of perusing about. Seems to be stalking something, and as soon as you step in, its back kind of haunches and it meows, not angrily, but in like a someone's here kind of way. And Hallie kind of tiptoes down the stairs and opens the little gate closes it behind her. Her hair's in like a very large updo with lots of curls and things flying about. She's wearing a pretty modest blue dress that has like a little bit of cleavage with like a translucent sort of vent up front. Well, long time no see.
Yes, it has been.
Did you bring me anything nice from the ruins?
Oh, I hope so.
Well, let's see what you have.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I will pull out 2 things. I'll pull out the Essence of Night, whatever that is. And I'll pull out the little tadpole creature.
Okay. You two, will you be staying as I assess these?
Did you need me to leave?
No, but we've had some unfortunate happenings as of late. So while I am doing tenuous business such as this, I would like to keep the doors locked.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh.
Lock him up.
Okay. And she goes and you see her, like she grabs your little jars and goes behind her desk, and her little cat like swings around you and jumps up and like bats at the door, and you feel like just the sound of like a just locks all around the room. Let's see, what are we working with here? As she takes out a monocle and grabs a little wand and like taps on her monocle, and it begins to glow, a small light starting from one point in the circle and tracing all the way around until it's lit up with a soft lavender hue.
That's very cool.
She's kind of cool. She does her thing.
Identify.
Now this will take me some time, so please feel free to peruse around while I take a look and see what we can find out here. I'd rather not spend too much of my energy assessing a simple vial.
Right. I mean, is there anything that you need to look for?
That I need to look
No, I'm asking.
No.
You got any jewelry?
I mean, I guess I didn't go over to the jeweler, but now we're locked in here.
for. I mean,
Yeah.
I do, and as she's kind of like looking over it, and as she does, you can see the light shining through the dark, almost like midnight blue liquid, as it kind of starts to trace down and kind of scan it. I do have rings, I have braces, gauntlets, headwear. However, it is all magical, all expensive.
Well, how expensive is expensive?
The least expensive thing I have in here starts at 500 gold.
Okay.
Jeez.
What sort of protecting rings do you have?
Protecting rings. Do I have any in stock? If you're looking for something to simply watch over you, I do have this. It's special. It's more a bolster against magic. So essentially, if someone comes and tries to whack you with a stick, I don't think it will help you much. However, if you find flames falling upon your head, it may give you a small bit of protection against them.
That's not bad.
No.
So what does that mean? Like it gives him resistance to fire?
No, it's +1 to saves.
Well, I can tell you're not in love with it.
I'm not in love with it.
Until you're not.
We
It's
can
not the
continue
one.
to go up in price if you would like.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see. Now, this ring, and she kind of points behind her to a little glass case, and there's an assortment of rings in there, and one of them is in the middle that's almost being like lit up magically, sort of like a centerpiece, and it's completely platinum in the banding, and atop it is a very well cut pure spherical sapphire. This one, it will simply allow you to, it's almost like you can commune with water. While you have this, you can control it almost freely. As well, if you ever find yourself at the bottom of the ocean, you won't have trouble breathing. And a few times a day, it can stop you from falling in entirely. It also does bolster the strength of your magic as a whole.
How much is it?
See, this would be 5,000 gold.
Fuck.
Woo! Magical items are crazy.
Yeah, you know, I'm not really in the market for anything like that at the moment, so...
Well, what are you in the market for? Tell me what you want, and then maybe I can get you what you need.
No, really. I just want to know what these things are.
Well, what you happen to have here is a vial of midnight tears.
Yum.
It's strange, in effect. A magic known only to, well, the presumed dead people of the Underdark, known as the Drow. They specialize in poisons and things of the such. This is derived from a certain flower. When ingested, it's almost like it has no effect until a stroke of midnight. If the poison hasn't been neutralized, well, let's just say you're in for a very, very hard night of sleep. A long sleep, if it works well enough.
Forever sleep.
Okay.
Understood. Many ways, I think with a small bit of mixing and a couple of herbs here and there, instead of just ingestion, we can add it as a salve. You can add it to weapons, and their wounds would produce the same effect.
Could put some on your arrows, Acid.
That's true. I've always thought about that. That might be a good idea. How much is this poison?
Well, it is already yours, but if you would like my expertise in allowing it to aid you as a salve, I could probably do that for 100 gold. The herbs needed aren't too expensive.
How much of the liquid would we have left? Any? Maybe to pour in a drink if I so needed to?
This will not eliminate it of its ingestion properties. So I will make sure that this vial comes back in full with all the amenities that we have spoken of. Attached to an arrow, you could probably coat with this bottle 10 arrowheads. So,
And then it would be gone.
yes, but you would need the amount of at least 2 arrowheads for it to take effect. If you were to, let's say, sully someone's food.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and do that so he can put it on his weapon.
I'm gonna have this done by end of day.
Sure. Great.
And this one, it's not magical in nature. This is simply brine for whatever creature this is. She starts to take a look at it. But whatever kind of creature it is, and she kind of taps on it, and like it sort of floats around. It's beyond me. You might have to take a look in the library, but I'm not sure you'll find anyone here who has expertise needed to understand this creature.
Well,
Just a weird little guy.
okay then.
It's just Burnwell isn't exactly the most studious of kingdoms.
Sure.
We have the information, but as far as the people who take the time to perceive it, there's very few like me. And I specialize in alchemy. I do not specialize in the world of aberrations.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help.
Will that be all?
I believe so, unless you two have anything you want to buy.
Everything here is too expensive. I spent a whole lot of money earlier.
Okay.
Well, you all have a wonderful day. And she nods her head at her little cat, and he jumps up and smacks the door again, and you just hear the locks unleash, and the door sort of flings open. You hear the bell chime.
Man, she got way paranoid.
Great.
She got hell.
Understandably so.
What was her name? Haley?
Hallie.
Hallie.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Hallie, and Haley's cat. Try and reach down and pet it.
It's a nice cat. We'll let you pet it. It just kind of rubs up against you, and you pet it. It's just a nice cat. She says, "Come on, Tiger, come inside."
Hallie and Tiger.
All right.
Cute.
Where to next?
Very. Well, you guys have no business to attend to?
Not
No.
particularly.
I guess I was wondering, while we're out, if, what's our first step eventually going to be into finding Mabel? Like, while we're out, should we go somewhere?
Well, we're in this district where the detective works.
Yeah, I think we should just go find her. Talk to her, see if she's figured out anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't mean to interrupt Riley's little shopping spree here.
Just because I have this money that's burning a hole in my pocket. You don't have to come with me.
So, are we off to the constabulary? Are we doing something else, or what's popping?
Yeah, let's go find the detective.
Okay. You go, and the guards sort of stop you, and then you guys show your writs, your capes, whatever you need, and they're like, "Oh, okay, you can come inside. You obviously have business here." And you walk in, and Lyra's there, kind of leaned over her desk, talking to one of the guards, taking notes, and being like, "We have to get a head start on this. The faster we catch her, the less people die." Oh, hello. How are you all?
So good.
Hello.
Well, have you come to bring me good news? We're actually in search for some information. I'd rather you update me before I update you. I assume we're still working on this case together.
Yeah, and we have no information on it, other than we heard that there was less killings, so that seems good.
That seems good.
That's what they say.
Yeah, maybe the Mabel will just turn himself in.
Herself?
Herself. Themself. Itself.
It's
Well, you caught me at a good time. Let's step outside, actually. And as you guys leave, you can hear, like, the guards all like, she's crazy, blah, 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 blah. And they're just kind of, like, laughing at her.
oh man. So mean.
Sexism in the workplace.
Yep. Silly woman worried about things that don't matter.
They don't like what I have to say here, but I think you guys will believe more in this than they will. Anita
Definitely.
Mabel, she has a very wide range of, well, let's just go ahead and say eateries. I have a contact who has stated that there have been some very similar deaths in Viceguard.
Isn't that kind of far away?
Hundreds of miles. It would take you a good ride, maybe 15 days to get there.
Jesus, everything is so far away.
Well, when you're going by horse and carriage, you only go so fast.
Yeah, there's a massive desert in every direction.
I mean, she had plenty of time for the month that we were gone to get over there and start operating there.
Yeah.
These deaths don't happen simultaneously at all, do they? Or within days of each other?
There has been one killing, and I have been alerted simply through a missive. A sketch of it makes it seem authentic, however, word of Manny to Mabel has been spreading as she's been active for a while. Some simply claim copycats. There's no way someone like her could get to and from so quickly. But simultaneous deaths? No.
So either there could be multiple, or they can teleport?
I mean, Essed experienced this firsthand. I don't think it's just a regular person. There's no reason to assume that she couldn't do something otherworldly. Teleport.
And that's why I will be headed to Weisgard in a couple of days.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of sounds like we should connect with, this should be a joint investigation at this point. When did the person die that was in Weisgard?
I received this missive roughly 5 days ago. It states that this death was discovered roughly 7 days before that.
For sure.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, it sounds like, the Weisgard's investigation department might have information that's useful. Have you guys been in, what's the word?
Contact?
Well, yeah, but there's another word when two people are working. I don't know, but yeah. Have you guys been communicating? Trading information?
I have sent a letter, and it was responded to earlier this morning, saying, meet me at this specific tavern, and I will divulge all the information I have. However, I am working on a whim here. I don't believe this is the, Weisgard guard.
Sure, someone else.
Civilian, of course.
Yeah, not anybody really connected. Are you wanting us to go to Weisgard with you?
I think that is perfectly up to you. You don't have to come with me anywhere.
When are you leaving?
I'll be leaving in 2 days. I'd like to get all my effects in order. I'd like to do whatever research and whatever I can do here. I might actually scope out the area where, you and Kane were attacked. That same alleyway by the last coin.
I just I guess it's over there. I was gonna say, can't I just send a raven, with all the documentation that they have? But then, I guess.
What does that do if she's there, active?
I know
now?
that's what I was. That's what I was getting to. that the monster is over there. So. Well, I turned to Narissa and Kane. We picked this adventure because we thought it'd be nice and simple. It'd be here in the town, but it turns out that it's fucking not.
Right. We could do something else. We can go help the Orin dead people.
We
Bring
can
them
go
back.
look at the
We
mansion.
can go to the mansion.
There's a lot of options. It's just I don't think that we can really afford to leave so soon.
Mm-hmm.
We have so many things being made and fixed and built.
Right.
You hear the words of Oliver echo in your head, saying that you need to stay until the building of the tavern is done.
We need to stay until
Yeah,
Or
Laura.
else it could go slower.
Looks like you're on your own for now.
Well, I mean, if you have any new information, please, get in contact with us. We'll be staying at the Black Metal Barrel. You heard of it?
No, actually, I haven't. I do know is at one of the new taverns going up. I did hear something about a real estate purchase.
Sure enough, it's ours.
Really?
That's us.
Yep.
Well, that is quite convenient because, in my experience, taverns are great places to collect information. So,
That is
Very true.
I'll be in touch with you, and if you hear anything, please send a raven. And like she pulls out her missive. It looks like I will be staying at the Giant's Rest in Central Weisgard.
Everything in
course.
Weisgard is
Of
giant themed. Get a big foam finger. That says I love giants.
I love giants.
Go Giants.
Go
They
giants.
Go
love
Giants.
Why do they love giants?
Is that a real
Is
question?
that a serious question?
Yeah, that's not. I'm not like a player question. Why do they love giants?
The Church of Athia is a church based on giants. Athia is known to be a giant who birthed the Jotnar, who are the 7 giants who sort of like melded the world and helped create humans, and that's what they believe.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's common knowledge enough for you guys, especially since you've been hanging out with Kane.
Yeah.
Well, as much as I'd love to go, to Weisgard with you.
I would love to go to Weisgard.
I don't think I would.
You
But-
probably wouldn't. But
But I want to go there and get in trouble,
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
yeah, it's a brilliant place to get in trouble, really.
Right, Lyra just looks at you with the most confused face. Really? In front of me, you're going to say that I can't be an associate to your crimes.
Well,
Oh no, I'm just like, just like get into trouble, with the boys. It's nothing serious. That doesn't mean, we're not talking crimes.
yeah, a little ballroom brawl.
Yeah, just like a night out. The Kane has been telling me so much about that place, and so it just seems like a good vacation spot.
And she just kind of like points at all you guys. I'm going to be in Weisgard for a while, and if I find any of you there, jailed, behind bars,
Don't be
or
surprised.
staked out with your heads and hands cuffed, I don't think I can help you.
Well,
That's okay. I wouldn't put you in that. I wouldn't want to put you in that situation.
yeah, just don't hinder us either.
Then, to make sure I don't get in your way, I'll be
Jesus.
leaving this conversation. And she kind of like salutes you guys. Have a good day. I'll see you hopefully soon.
Hopefully.
And if not, be safe.
You too. You're the one going after the serial killer.
It's my job
She,
as a woman of the people.
so is she gone?
Yeah, she's leaving.
I turn over, kind of quietly, semi-quietly. I'm like, man, she did not pass the vibe check. Am I right?
She's a cop.
Yeah.
Literally.
Of course
She's
she did
literally
it.
a cop.
Anyway. No, she didn't. I agree. Well then. Mansion?
I guess we hang out
Or,
around here for a little while and then we head to the mansion.
Yeah, till we can collect all our stuff.
Things.
Okay. So, so are you guys going to be staying for the full 60 days?
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I guess we have to. Right?
You don't have to, but it will
It'll
slow
take-
down progress.
Yeah, if we leave, it'll take twice as long.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
If we leave, like, at all, even if we just pop on over to Orin,
That Orin's still a 2-day trip.
God, okay, whatever. We'll stay for 60 days.
It's up to you guys. I'm just letting you know.
We're gonna stay for 60 days, and 60 days worth of shit is gonna happen in the world, and it's gonna be fucking...
And we're just gonna sit on our asses.
Kick back, put my
Well,
feet up.
you know.
Make Kane play the same violin song over and over again.
Oh man. Oh god.
Can you play that song again?
Said. What were you saying, Erson?
Well, I was saying that, nah, I forget.
Damn. Fair enough. Okay. Okay, so you guys have 60 days to kick it.
Slightly less because we've been here for a few.
I would say you guys have been here for about 2 days.
Okay, so
58.
there's 60 days basically.
58 days.
58 days.
I mean, because you guys got there, you stayed a night, and
Yeah.
then you stayed another night,
Okay.
and the tavern started building.
Are you sure that hasn't been like a week? I feel like that's just a lot.
It's fine, it's fine. Regardless. We're
It's
gonna
like
be
when
here
you
for
like
60
select a
days.
spot in a game and you're like start and then immediately it just
Yeah,
starts
it's just
building.
I mean, to be fair, if you guys want it to be a week, that means like a week for Oliver to find you guys a place.
No.
No, it's been 2 days. That's fine.
I was like, I gave
He already,
him a day.
he
was
already
already kind
had
of
one in.
scoping
Yeah,
things
he already
out.
had one in mind.
Yeah.
He's like, I've had my eye on this property for a while.
Also, it's Burnwell. Like you know those little like strip malls where you see like a new restaurant
Yeah,
up in there
yeah,
every
yeah.
month.
That's
That's
fair.
Burnwell, especially like the smelting.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So then I have a list you guys have given me about stuff you wanted to do. Narissa, I'm gonna have you make. We're gonna do 6 athletics rolls.
Whoa.
6?
6.
Jesus Christ! All right.
I think.
Get buff. Get buff.
Just working out and swinging the glaive around and.
Roll them one at a time. Just cause for both of our benefit.
$13.
Okay. Are you adding your athletics? Okay.
18.
Next one, roll with advantage.
$25.
Continue with advantage.
$19.
Continue on.
This one rolls bad. 14.
No advantage on the next one.
8.
That was all 6.
I think so. Kind of lost it there in the
18,
end.
25. Plus 22 plus 19 plus 8. No, plus 14 plus 8.
I had a 25, and then it like slowly decreased after that.
Was it 25, 19, 14, 8?
Yeah, I think so.
Wasn't there also an 18 in there?
Yes, there's an
yeah.
18 before the 25. Okay. All right, looks good. So throughout all of this training, you'll find that at the month's end on your way into. I want to look at my credit card. I want to look at my notes. On your way into the Lawless Moon, you will have a D4 added to your athletics checks.
For sure.
Good stuff. Ersid, you had told me that you wanted to do some research while we were waiting on your brother and your tribe. Can I get a couple of rolls for that, please?
Sure.
Okay. Tell me your method, and then I can tell you what I would like to see.
Well, the research that I wanted to do was more on the Raskavan, but in relation to my brother.
Okay.
And then, shit, what was the name of that old wise man that fucked my brother? Like, fucked him over.
That would be a problem. That's for sure.
That would be... I don't think we decided on a name. Did we? Did I tell you a name?
I think he might have said one, but oh well. Yeah, no, I think most of my, well, in any case, I think most of my research I want it to be about the Raskavan and really trying to map them out.
So you can try and find out, like, where their next stop is gonna be?
Yeah, where their next stop is gonna be, how they operate, where my brother is probably located. And then maybe even try and like communicating with him somehow.
Okay. So
I guess I would look at libraries and archives and government documentation, because I'm sure there would be something like that, right? For anytime there was a skirmish or something or an altercation out in the Badlands. You know what I mean?
yeah, I definitely think we could find something. This is going to be an investigation check if you're looking through government records, paperwork, things like that.
Yeah, I figured it would be.
If you're talking to people and using sort of like the Hammers guards and people like that, I think we can get away with an investigation check with charisma, if that helps.
That does help. Why don't we do that?
Okay.
Okay. How many do you want me to roll? You just want me to roll?
Just roll the one.
Okay. 10.
10 flat.
Yep.
Okay.
Right in the middle.
You start to, like, you're talking to guards and such, and they really just kind of tell you that there have been so many altercations of the Raskavan plaguing their, like, nearby cities or villages within the kingdom, stopping, like, trade carriages, merchants, things like that, that it got to a point to where they just stopped keeping a record. They know that they are heavily based in the Badlands. They did know about the one fort on the way to Orin, and you've learned of another fort near... It's a place called Jerugal. It's to the west of Burnwell. So if Orin's to the north, you're gonna find it closer to the ocean that they tend to frequent.
That's a fort.
Yes.
Okay.
That one's Fort Hetty.
And how long of a travel is it to there?
To Jericho? Maybe like a day or two, if that.
Okay.
It's pretty close. And when I say a day, I mean like 8 hours. So if you were to go in a day, you could still spend the night researching and things like that.
Yeah. So the name of the fort is Hedy.
Yes, Hedy.
Okay. All right. Bow, 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 bow.
I know the
Okay.
music. What is that stringed instrument?
I simply pick out the music. I don't. Not much of a composer. Ibrahim might know.
Yeah, I feel like I should know because it sounds like a very like Middle Eastern instrument.
It does.
It definitely is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, so how do you proceed?
Me? Well, see, this. I'm kind of torn because like I want to go out there and figure and investigate and try and find where my brother would be again now that I know that he's with the Raskavan. Because I'm trying to, we have more to talk about.
I mean, you guys have 60 days, and as long as there's some of you at the tavern, some of you could go on personal expeditions if necessary.
Well, if that's the case, then I would like to try and do maybe like every once in a while I'll go out on like a 1 or 2 or like a 3-day expedition.
Okay. And your goal is to essentially get like the heading of like the next big meetup of Raskavan, specifically where Lachlan is, if you think they might have that information, or do you want to try to get a form of contact established with these bandits?
Haha. I mean, this feels like I'm kind of cheating, but literally like all of those things. I guess what I'm trying to do is Lachlan is involved with the Raskavan for some reason. And not only do I want to see Lachlan again, so any kind of information that would point me into his direction, I want. I mean, it would just also behoove me to like really infiltrate this organization or really like, I mean, ideally, if I could just say, like ideally it would be great if I had access to like all of the operations that the Raskavan are doing. Because then I'll know when and where they're gonna meet, who's gonna be there. Like this is just like best case scenario. Like obviously I can't figure all this stuff. No. Like I'm not asking for this, but like just to give you an idea of the kind of stuff that I'm looking for. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. Then let's take it back a bit. Where are you going to start?
Well, I guess I'll start at Fort Hedy.
Okay. You know that this is a helmed Raskavan outpost, and you're comfortable. Let's role play this.
What do you think Harrison's doing?
I assume you're
Where is he going?
Are you gonna tell your friends? You're gonna let them leave? Let's. This is a happening. This isn't a just. Let's roll.
Yeah. I guess I'll tell them. Like, is it all right if I just pop out of town for a couple of days?
Don't tell me. Talk to them.
Oh, we're like gonna run it.
Yeah,
This is like a real thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Picking up 2x4s in the middle
Hey,
of this town.
Kate and Nerissa, I was wondering, do you think it'd be alright if I popped out of town for just a couple of days and I'll be back? Maybe I can. Do you guys need anything from
The
Store?
yeah.
Harrison's going to get cigarettes. Yeah.
Could you bring me back a handful of sand?
Sure. Did you want the brown one or the reddish one?
The red, for sure.
Okay.
The red. What are you doing out there? You just gonna go fucking camp? What are you doing? If you don't mind me prying in.
Well, if I tell you, will you uh promise to just, not ask any more probing questions until I get back?
Sure. My fingers
Well,
are crossed.
what'd you say?
I said my fingers are crossed behind my back.
Well, as you know, I found Lachlan, when we were traveling to El Hayed.
I think he found you, but
Well, yeah, I suppose he did.
Sure.
But, it turns out that he's involved with the Raskavan somehow. I didn't even remember if I mentioned that. So, there's a Raskavan fort, a stronghold just to the, was it south you said?
To the west.
To the west.
There's really not. Once you go south from Burnwell, you're headed towards the sea, dude.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there's this little stronghold, and I thought maybe it'd be good if I could get some information. I'm just doing some some
Reconnaissance.
Reconnaissance. So it's not going to be anything too serious. I'll be back in a couple of days. But I appreciate if you hold down the tavern while I'm gone.
Yeah, mate. I mean, I suppose so, but be bloody safe.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is not supposed to be something that's gonna be dangerous. Like, if it turns out that it's gonna be dangerous, then I'm just gonna turn around. Like, I'm not trying to fuck around that much, But
Yeah. It's just, the Badlands are dangerous. The Raskavan are dangerous.
Yeah.
You can be by yourself, so just be extra careful.
Right. All right. Well, thanks. I appreciate
just be extra careful.
All right, then.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Me too. You should, Narissa. You don't want. Yeah, I can pick some sand up for you. It's no bother.
I love a pocket full of sand, so.
All right, I'll get you some.
Okay. And Airsid, on your search for pocket sand, are you taking a horse or are you gonna walk? How do you
The search for pocket sand.
How are you going to the west? To the agricultural district of Jerugal.
I mean, I don't want it to take forever, so I feel like I would want to take a horse.
Okay, awesome. Just go ahead and throw out like 5 gold. We can let you rent a horse. No problem.
Okay.
So,
all right.
You head out, and are you trying to get there at night? You trying to get there in the day? How do you want to approach?
Huh. I guess I'm trying to get there at night.
Okay, awesome. So you leave, and as you set off, twilight begins to hit, and that same eerie, like green glow you're so used to pervading the Badlands starts to set in, and you see near the horizons, as you look to your south and north, just figures you assume to be manes or peritons flying in the sky. You hear the laughs of what sound like cackling maniacs. You don't know exactly what's around you as you ride off into the night. A wind kicks up and sand is blurring in front of your face as you start to smell again that heavy salty scent of the sea coast, and you can see in front of you these high walls, not nearly as high as the kingdom of Burnwell, but certainly high enough to keep out whatever fiendish beasts might be prowling around. You start to get closer, and hiding sort of in the silhouette of these walls is a giant tower, roughly 40 to 50 feet in height, made of wood, and much better than the fort that you had seen Sinbo governing on your way to Orin. You kind of see some movements of some of Raskavan bandits out and about. You can hear the grunting of pigs and boars from a distance, but you know you've found your location. How do you proceed? You're roughly, we'll say, a mile or so out, so that way you can actually see it and make some details, but you don't have to necessarily give cover away.
Trying to decide. I'm not a very convincing person.
Yeah, we've seen.
Fuck.
There's all kinds of like thorn dried desert trees about, kind of like Joshua trees, cactuses, things like that. You're not just blowing your cover, you're not just out in the empty expanses of the desert. There is some foliage, more foliage here than really anywhere else you've been in the Badlands outside of the edges of the redolent wood.
How long does disguise self work?
An hour.
1 hour. Okay, that's not very great. Well, okay. Well, first of all, I guess I want to be stealthy. Okay, so I want to get my horse like close and then like park it, tie it up somewhere.
Park my horse.
You're gonna
Park my horse.
How close do you want to get?
I mean, I guess a mile.
Okay, so you're gonna park your horse right now.
Sure, yeah, and then just go on foot from there to be safe.
Okay, go ahead. You tie up the horse. It's kind of chilling. You leave it some water and rations that it came with to make sure that they could get their return back. And you head off into the darkness. Let's see. We'll say we're about a week into the White Stag Moon, which means we're dealing with a week into the Tether Moon. So we're dealing with like a waxing crescent, so there's not a lot of light being cast down on the desert of the Badlands right now. Go ahead and roll stealth as you use the darkness as cover.
That's an 11.
Fuck. Okay, sounds good.
But if I'm in the darkness, aren't I just invisible?
Something like that. That is specifically if they rely on dark vision to see you.
And if they don't rely on dark vision to see me,
Man,
I mean, if they don't have dark vision, then can they see me?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I mean,
Okay.
I wouldn't say
All
things
right.
are heavily obscured, but you do have the benefit of darkness there. You only got an 11?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
So stealthy.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So you're kind of like Paul Atreides, just sand walking throughout the coasting sands, hiding behind trees and such as you get closer and closer to this fort. And you see they have a couple of torches on and a revolving guard. Seems to be a half orc, hair sort of braided down. That you can see brandishing a scimitar as they just kind of circle about. They'll stop here and there as they look around. but you're still far enough to where, I mean, unless you're being extremely obvious, you're not exactly breaking cover yet.
I'm starting to rethink this. Like, I feel like Ersid is rethinking this in real time.
Okay.
My thought process is this: like, what if I just call it a night, camp, wake up in the morning, and just like approach as like a friendly person?
Is that how you'd like to proceed?
I think that is how I'd like to proceed.
And you're starting to look at this and you realize, like, this is a camp full of the most ruthless bandits in the realm. You're not exactly sure, if anything is to go wrong, how a singular version of Ersid is to survive, even cloaked in the shadows that you've become so comfortable with. You go back to your horse, you set up a tent, you have yourself a nice little bonfire cooking, hanging out amongst the stars. And before you know it, you're waking up, day is breaking, and the sweltering heat of the Badlands is beating down upon you. You feel the sweat coasting down your head as you get up and start to pursue this quarry again. How do you plan on introducing yourself to this fort? You do see, like, you can hear like all the boars kind of grunting around, and like you can see dust and dirt kicking up from the area. And you actually see a small unit of roughly 3 boars heading out northeast, just lots of like they're going out doing their thing.
Well, is there like a door?
If you proceed, there's plenty of them like outside.
They'll see me. Yeah, they'll see me approaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna be on my horse. I'm going to like show my face to show that I'm not like covered and I'm not an antagonist. I have my bow on my back, and I'm just kind of have my hands placed on the reins in a very like, obvious and visible place, and approach slowly. The horse is just walking up to them.
Okay. And as you do, you see a few of the Raskavan all in there, like boar furs, red and ruddy, covered in blood and dirt. They're looking at you. You see a couple of arrows, not arrows, but bowmen, kind of aiming at you from the top of the fort. As you proceed, you can hear their bowstrings being pulled back with your keen hearing, and a few boars kind of surround you, side by side. Ooh, hey, and they just kind of like oink, 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 do a little thing. Yeah. Thank you.
That is what boars do, Aaron. You're right.
Yeah, it's true. They oink, 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 oink.
They oink. Pretty sure they like scream, don't they? They're like scary.
When they're charging, but that's all pigs.
Yeah, I guess they do scream.
And not like that. And they stop you, and that's the same half orc from last night with the braids. He kind of eyes you up, and he's walking around, hand brandished on his sword. Oh, what brings you here?
Hello there. Sorry to interrupt. I know you guys are busy, but my name is Ersid, and this is kind of probably coming out of nowhere. Seems very random to you, but you see, I've actually got a brother by the name of Lachlan, and I'm trying to reconnect with him, and I thought maybe that I just needed to talk to somebody who was in the Raskavan. Do you have like a help desk? Or is there a Raven number that I can, be in contact with?
I need you to roll persuasion.
He said, "This guy's crazy."
Insane.
Just walked up and started talking shit.
11.
King.
11.
King's the
You want
Two
us to send a
11s.
raven to Lachlan, your brother.
No. I don't need you to send a Raven. Like, I just want to get in contact with him, and I'm sorry to like put you out, and like this is inconvenient for him. It's just like I don't know where exactly he is. I just know that he's in the Raskavan, and so I thought you might know. You might be able to direct me. Do you know what I'm saying?
And this man walks up to you, and he's roughly like 6'2", meeting you eye to eye, sort of burly, as he gets real close to you and chest puffed out starts walking around you, hand still on his sword. And behind you, he kind of like speaks into your ear. I'm not sure if I really remember where Lachlan is right now. But, I mean, if you could give me some more. And he sort of like, you hear his coin pouch jingling.
Alright.
Incentive, maybe. Describe him to me. Make him sound as attractive as you possibly can.
What? Okay. I just thought for sure that you would know Lachlan. What was your name?
That happens to escape me too, Acid.
Well, that's weird. But you're stationed here, right? At this heady fort?
Or maybe I'm someone like you, as he continues to walk around. Just passing by.
Huh. So, if I, when I do eventually find Lachlan, I mean, he's pretty high up there in the Raskavan, isn't he? So, if he finds out that you impeded me from finding him, I mean, geez, he's not going to be pissed at you, is he?
I mean, usually when someone was to be mad at me, it's because they asked me for something. And I don't remember anyone asking me about an acid, so I'm not sure if anyone would be mad if I didn't get your message off.
The other thing, though, is like, I'm not even asking you for much. I'm just asking you where he is. Like, he's clearly not here at this fort. But,
I mean, that's, again, up to you. What's in it for me?
I mean, what's in it for you? I mean, I like legitimately, like Lachlan might be mad. Like, I'm not trying to be cheeky or nothing, like Lachlan might be mad at you. I'm his brother. I'm trying to find him, and it's just such a simple thing, So he just might be mad at you if I bring it up. That's all. I just want to give you a fair.
Roll persuasion at disadvantage.
Okay.
What,
18.
at disadvantage?
Yes, I rolled an 18 and a 15.
Look, obviously you're not getting the gist of this. We don't work for free as we are. Everyone and everything comes with a price, mate. So, look, I'll get you the information you're looking for if you can give me LACH at least 15 gold. I think that's fair, mate. 2 gold per letter.
Huh. Alright.
So, is that a deal?
Okay.
then?
Sure.
Okay. You give him the 15 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Last I heard, he was somewhere deep in Onop's grip. He's pushing through the Redlit Valley, and I think they're heading past, the Great Rift
Great rift.
up there in the east, Paikiwanua.
Pushing past the redolent wood?
Yeah. The great mountain range, home to the dwarves of Paikiwanua.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar. Ah, well, so you must be, there must be a base up there, right? What do you think that would be called?
How much do you think that would cost? I'll let you know where he is.
Oh wait, you said he's deep in Anam's grip. What is Anam's grip?
We've been there. It's the
It's
Right.
It's like the central piece of the Badlands. There's a giant skull there,
Right.
a couple of stone formations that look like arms. People think it's a deathbed of one of the giant gods.
I guess, yeah, I remember being there, but I guess my question is Anam's grip is describing a natural geographic location, or is it like a city? Is it an encampment?
A geographic
Do you know
location.
Okay.
Near the northeast of the Badlands. You go past that, and roughly, I'd say a month's travel from there, you would reach Paikiwanua and the Black Bark Mountains.
Okay. All right. Gosh. Is that everything that I needed to know?
That's up to
That
you,
he's-
man.
That he's gonna give me easily?
He asked you how much you think more information would cost. So that's simply up to you.
I think that is kind of enough information. I know where he's staying now. How long would it take to get from Burnwell to Anam's grip?
Oh, 3 days maybe.
Okay.
Depends on how deep. Anam's grip is pretty big. You could probably spend 2 days from end to end in Anam's grip.
Huh.
But to get to the
Okay.
entrance where you guys were when you met Black Soul Pond, it'd probably take you about 3 days.
Okay. Cool. No, I just devised a plan in my head. No, that's good. I guess I'm good.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, I'd say good luck, but I wouldn't mean it. So, I suppose thanks for the information.
Right, and thanks for the protection fee, the late stay fee, the improvised stay fee. Roughly 5 gold. You'll be okay.
All right.
Well, this was great doing business with you, Acid. I'll be sure to let Lachlan know you said hi. I'm sure he won't be pissed at me then.
man.
And he walks off, and the 2 guys on the boars flanking you just kind of look down at you while they wait for you to leave.
How are they so capitalist and anti-establishment at the same time?
You need money in this world.
Extortionists.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. that was that. So I'll go back.
Okay.
So my new plan is, if I know that he's in Anam's grip somewhere, or at least in that general area, then I'm gonna try and send a raven to Black Soul Pond, because I know exactly. Right? I can send a raven. Is that a thing that I can do?
You can send a raven, but whether or not they're going to be where you think they are is up to you. Depending on your description, there are some highly trained ravens that are known to pick out individuals rather than locations.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, like, I know that I couldn't send a raven directly to Lachlan because he's in a 5 square mile radius or whatever it is. Like, it's too big. But the encampment of Black Soul Pot, they're what are they called?
The messengers.
Oh my god, yeah, the Messengers of Tuanul. They have an encampment there that is permanent there. It's a settlement, right? So that is a known location. So I could send a raven to that location.
I would say you, as Air Cid, know that the only permanent messenger of Tuhanul settlement that you have experienced was the one in Red Gulch where you met Kanua. With your background in a nomadic tribe, you were pretty positive that the establishment that carried Black Soul Pond was definitely not permanent, temporary.
It's really weird. Well, okay. Okay. Well, then would I know where they go? Like, where did they go?
Where did the
Like-
messengers of Tuhanul go?
Yeah, like, so if if Ersid knows these kind of things, then he would know why they are a nomadic. Why are they being nomadic? Like,
To spread the message.
to spread the message.
Yes, sir. They are messengers. And when you met what was his name? Deverell, he told you he was there because they were told to be there at the time.
Yeah, we very first met them right outside of Orin.
Yeah, no, I remember being there. Okay. Well, then I don't know. I don't know what to do. I guess I would have to go on a separate expedition to Anam's grip.
You could send the Raven to the Red Gulch. He was moving towards that area.
How far away is the Red Gulch from Anam's grip?
Probably another 3 to 5 days, probably.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll send a raven to the Red Gulch.
Okay.
I could send a raven to the Red Gulch, and then I could also ask them about Kanua.
Okay. Let me know. I guess give me the gist of what you're saying in this letter, and then we can get that sent off.
Okay, well, I, get through all the formalities, like, thank you for your hospitality, hope you're doing well, blah, blah, blah. And then, I say, I'm sorry about Kanua.
Or maybe congratulations. I don't know.
Or, yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll just say, I don't know how they're gonna feel about Kanua, to be honest, but I'll ask them if they have had any contact with Kanua. If so, could you let me know? I'd love to talk with him. And
Are you
then,
providing a location?
what do you mean? Like,
Well,
where
if
I
you're
am?
gonna- if you're gonna talk with him,
Oh. Well, the location is if they tell me where he is.
Oh, okay, I understand.
I'm not gonna give him my home address.
Come visit me in the city.
Here's my
Yeah.
IP address.
Please stay at the Black Metal Barrel.
Okay.
No. So there's that, and then I'll ask, by the way, I know that like this probably sounds, unrelated, but have you heard of the Raskavan causing any problems in that area? If so, where exactly? And, I'm looking for someone. So any information you might have on Raskavan activity in that area would be useful to me.
Okay. You get that letter out, you get that raven sent out. Now that you're back in Burnwell, we'll say all in all, it's been about 3 days total, just because of the camping, the staying, the wait it takes. And you send out that raven to hopefully meet your friends, the messengers, out in the Red Gulch. And now that you're back, I think we are going to go on a quick break and we'll explore the lives of the rest of our party going forward. So thanks for hanging out. Take yourself a quick break, relax, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
I don't know.
If you can hear us, post in chat. You guys can.
Yes, I think they can hear.
Let's stop. guys be quiet. All right, and we what? I will. We are back, you guys. I hope you guys had a good break. Hope you guys had some time to relax. Sorry we couldn't provide tunes that time. We'll make sure it happens next time. Anyway, Ersid has just returned from his very own excursion by himself, which was mildly successful. So I'd like to check back in with the rest of our party and see where we go from here. Are you trying to do any of your own research while Ersid is out and about, or you guys just want to kind of kick back and reconvene after his excursion?
I guess I could do some of the, while he's gone, I guess I can look for the more information on the Invisible Stalker.
Okay, are you just gonna go to the Burnwell archives?
Yeah.
Okay, and I believe that was that Rutherford or Dayati? We're gonna go with Rutherford. Opens the castle gates or the castle doors for you once you finally get there. The hammers let you in and escort you, and same old Dayati, he kind of walks in, a little hunched over, hair slicked back. Well, Master Kane,
That's me.
what brings you?
I'm looking for information on invisible stalkers.
Well, I happen to have some time today, so I would be happy to help you look.
Perfect.
So go ahead and roll investigation with advantage. But before you roll, what are you looking for specifically?
I want to know the kind of person that would be able to conjure up such a being. Specifically.
Go ahead.
Help me narrow down my search in this fucking city on who it is.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
– 16 and 17. So 18.
18 total. Invisible stalkers and the type of people that summon them. Obviously reasonably powerful mages with an agenda. Whether it's some form of grudge or some sort of strategy or plan that they're pulling into action, they do these they will summon an invisible stalker very pointedly.
Pointedly?
Yes.
Okay.
Invisible stalkers are meant to stalk. They always have a target. They don't attack indiscriminately.
If said invisible stalker does not achieve its goal, does it stay? Does it leave?
They are known to be extremely tenacious.
Okay. Alright. Well, you know of any mages here, Rutherford?
Well, we certainly have Hallie at the Salted Scroll. And I am aware of a young druid girl by the name of Rosa. I've seen her around the Iron District, but normally she spends time in the smelting. And of course, there was that insurgence of red wizards. However, many of them have left, though I see them peeking around in their crimson robes from time to time. Quite unnerving.
Yeah, but none of those people, like, really knew me. Or, I would think, have a grudge against me for anything.
Maybe there's something about you. Not to imply anything, but if you meet certain criteria, for example, we've had the very so miserable killings of Maneater Mabel. Men, specifically.
Yeah. Whoever this was, presuming I don't know them, don't like devilishly handsome half-elves with tattoos.
Sounds like many a man in this realm.
Sure. Okay, well, I appreciate your help, Rutherford.
I wish I could do more.
No, really, it's fine. Hopefully I'll find this individual on my own.
Indeed, I am not much help out in the field. However, if you ever need help in the archives, you will be welcome.
You know, there is one more thing. I'm looking for curses. Perhaps the kind that would make you not be able to speak.
Curses. Mute curses. Would you like to roll, or would you like Rutherford to roll?
Either.
I'm afraid nothing comes to mind specifically. I know that there are a myriad of curses out and about in the world, and one making one mute seems to be on the more, well, mundane spectrum.
Yeah, sure. It is, I suppose, as far as curses go, there could be a plethora of things that are worse.
Surely so.
But I have a friend who I'm trying to help. If anything comes up, I suppose you could let me know if you think of anything or hear. If not, it's fine. I'll figure that out as well.
We do have many curses, or books on curses, I should say, that sort of give examples depending on their origin. If you could come to me letting me know where or what may have bestowed said curse, I'm sure I can find somewhat of an encyclopedia.
The Broken Blades told me the area, right? Where she's from?
Yes, she's from around here. If you look at the map, there's a place called Sotberry Den, which is near Molly-Tushu.
Well, does Sotberry Den and Molly Tushu help at all?
Elves. And he kind of goes back into the library, and he comes back with this book and sort of blows the dust off of it. And it's this, it's not leather bound, it's actually bound in like, almost, I guess you could say like lacquered leaves, with like gold gilding on them, and it looks like they're covered in stars with all the glitter that's put on it. This is a book that talks about Sylvan culture, many of their myths, urban legends, boogeymen of sorts. Maybe in here you can find something similar as far as what may have bestowed this curse upon a friend of yours.
Sure. Do you have a rent period? Need this book back?
appreciate it back. If you would like to stay and read it, that is fine. But if you would like to take it with you, that would be 1 silver a day.
Okay. Sure.
And he like goes back and you see him at his desk and he's writing down things and he rips off a slip of paper. It's enchanted to act as a counter. It is attached to the book. It is attached to your name. It will let us know how long you have had said book.
Great.
So, Master Kane.
Appreciate your help, Rutherford. I'll see you again.
And he bows out. And let's see. Can you roll a percentage die for me?
Sure, 100. 90 and a 5.
95.
We should roll high as hell.
Yeah, that is pretty damn high. You're walking out and you happen to see the king, Iltar, as he's walking down the stairs.
The hot king walking down the stairs. Lucky you.
And he's just kind of like cruising down as he comes down the arch and he looks and he sees you. And he's just sort of in like some casual clothes, a sort of like a puffier, not like pirate button up, more like Alucard, Castlevania. A little
God,
puffy.
I'm so sad I'm not here.
And he has like just those like harem pants on, and he's walking, and he, Master Kane,
Hello, King Iltar.
and he gives you a small bow as he steps down. You know, it has been quite a while since your people have came, unearthed a dragon within my midst, and that same, well, trip that we were hoping you were to join our soldiers in ended with many of them dead. And I can't help but believe that is because you all were not there.
Yeah, perhaps. Sorry to hear about that, by the way.
There is much we do not know about this situation. He's sitting at the bottom of the stairs, sort of looking down, his hand kind of like holding the knob that sits at the bottom of the railing. Dragons returning. First one, now two. Convening near the Orin Mines.
Yeah.
Tell me, Kane. It is... I don't want to come off rude or offensive, but you carry the brand of Skelly Kin.
Yeah.
Why a half-elf such as yourself? How does this happen?
Well, I've got a thing.
A thing, a condition. Were you born in this way?
I have a condition.
No, I was not born this way. It is relatively new. I have an item with me that I am connected with now, and it has transformed me a little.
And he's kind of, his brows furrowed, he strokes through his beard, and he starts walking up to you. Kane, do you think that I chose to be king?
Well, I suppose probably not. I suppose maybe you were born into power.
Born or not, you always have a choice. The crown comes with much power, much status. And I've seen what crowns do to mere men. Us mortals are so easily bent. And he kind of like gestures for you to walk with him as he takes you outside towards like that same balcony where he was giving his speech. I look down upon my kingdom, and all I see is ruin. There is much death, many without homes, crimes that go unattested. Only the most serious of offenses call for the hammers. And yet, nothing changes. And I have been king for near 5 years. The old king, my father, he asked me the same thing. Do you think I wanted to be king? I answered just like you. And that is when I realized those who want power find that power has such a hold on them. It changes their view. And a long time ago, one of my great-grandfathers, well, this is what power looked like to him. So powerful that even now, I cannot fix it.
Well, I see what you're saying. It is pretty enticing, the power, but I'm not gonna be corrupt.
I'm gonna be fine. I'm immune to it.
I'll be fine.
I certainly hope so, for your sake, Master Kane. If you are to be an ambassador for our kingdom, I would hope your face does not sully our great red flag.
Our huge red flag.
Well, you know, you spoke of choice, and I fear that choice is a little out of my hands.
That is not comforting to hear, Kane.
I'm still me. A little bit sharper teeth and somewhat grayer skin and scales and claws, but I'm still charming.
Only to some. To those who can see past the skin. Or the scales in your case.
Yeah.
Be safe, Kane. And I hope, if we ever may need to call on you and your services, whatever it is that pushes you to make the right decision.
Well, King Yota, I appreciate your time, your words. They do mean a lot, really.
Well, now, most people say that simply because I am the king.
Well, I could give a fuck less.
There is some of you still in there. Now, enjoy your day. And please, and he gives you a deeper bow than regular. Thank you for your time.
Hey, you don't happen to know any, like, mean, evil mages who don't like me, do you?
Kane, what kind of question? You know, I may not know about mean evil mages, But I have heard something. Not much goes past the king's ears. For I have ears all around the city.
The reason I asked.
Heard things about the broken blades. That they are messengers of Tuanu.
What?
There was talk near my last coin. And they would speak of the broken blades as if they were arbiters or maybe aides in their agenda. The attack on Orin, was it planned? Did they know the dragon would be there? Something to think about.
Things to think about. Ooh.
What the fuck?
I also heard that they know the green dragon. The one that happened to, well, rid us of our soldiers.
Well, I think... I don't know if they knew him. Well, I suppose now that I know, perhaps they're messengers of Tuhan, or maybe they did, but we knew him. My friends. When we were gone, we met a fellow who was a messenger, who has now turned into that green dragon.
I'm gonna need you to roll a straight charisma check.
Roll high. You said it sounds insane, I swear to God. I'm not just saying this.
Not persuasion, not nothing. Straight charisma.
Just as my charisma mod.
Just smile. Give 2 thumbs up.
14.
You know of the dragon who killed my soldiers. My people.
Well, I know of him. He wasn't a dragon before.
So, what does that mean going forward?
Well,
Were you friends with this individual?
more like acquaintances. I never really liked him.
Relationships aside,
He invited himself on the journey.
if you are asked to bring your blade across this acquaintance's throat and slay this dragon, will you?
Yeah, I would kill Konoha in a heartbeat.
I was really hoping. Now, these were just rumors.
I'm just trying to be upfront with you.
That I appreciate. However, how do I know that you, your friends, Broken Blades, aren't a danger here to my kingdom?
Well, have we done anything dangerous to your kingdom? We're trying to help solve problems within your city, presently.
Yet, upon your arrival, one of my villages is no longer my territory. It belongs to an ancient mythical beast, one we as a realm thought to have been extinct.
Me too.
We're just unlucky.
And now, you claim not only to know of the first dragon, but to know personally the second.
Yeah, but he wasn't a dragon before, like I said.
Does that really matter?
I suppose not, Iltar, but I didn't fucking make him the dragon, nor did I tell him to kill your friends in Orin. I didn't know where he was gonna go. He could have killed me.
Roll persuasion.
Everyone is always on our ass about everything.
21.
This is muddy news. I had thought that maybe you and your friends could become, well, the strongest of the hammers. I would have been happy to see your exploits throughout the realm. But now, you say you recently gained the scales. You recently unveil a dragon, and you know another. Unless you can absolutely prove to me that you and your friends do not sing of dragons yourselves. Understand that my kingdom comes first.
Sure.
You will kill this dragon in a month's time.
What?
You're being a little unreasonable here.
Am I? Concerning the fate of all my people, a dragon sits outside my gates, another steps down whenever it would like. Wings can take you anywhere, and they can take you fast. Here, you have until the end of the lawless moon to rid us of the black beast of Orin.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I can't kill that dragon.
And why not?
It's not doing anything. The green one is the one who killed your friends.
And yet, why did the green one come?
I don't know. I don't know why he went over there.
Then you will find out why.
God. Oh, God.
In either way,
Jesus.
I would like to see evidence that one of these dragons is no longer a threat to my kingdom. Or else how can I believe that you and the rest of the Blades are not a threat themselves?
I don't know. I don't know how else to convince you.
Well, if you think of something, I will do my best to keep my mind open. But, by order of the king, you have been asked to kill a dragon. Now go.
Your Grace. I'll turn around and walk out.
And you leave. You
Yeah, same. God damn it. That's awesome.
Not how I thought that would go.
Me either.
I'm not rolling any more percentage dice. I'm not doing it.
Do you want me to roll them? Because then it doesn't feel right.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just a joke.
So you head back to the black metal barrel. We'll assume that took you this day. Ersid, you are back. We'll say it's the morning.
How did it go? Did you find anything?
Right, yeah. Well, I suppose I'll wait for Irsid before I spill the beans. How many days has it been now?
We will say it is now the 3rd of the tethered moon.
Okay. Well. Hello.
Well, what?
Hello, Isid. Welcome back. Did you get my sand?
They were all out. Actually, I forgot.
They were all out. The Badlands
Yeah.
were all out of sand.
Yeah, it's been a tight shipment lately.
Wow.
You know, the supply chain is backed up, as they say.
You forgot. It's really.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. I asked for one fucking thing. Literally bend over and scoop it up with your hand, but couldn't be bothered. It's alright. It's alright.
Couldn't be bothered.
How'd it go? How'd it go out there?
It was alright. I mean, fucking that asker. I don't understand why my brother is associating himself with the Raskavan. They're a right bunch of cunts.
You went looking for the Raskavan?
Yeah.
Oh. They do seem like a right bunch of cunts.
Yeah, I was trying to get some information about where Lachlan might be, and I thought they might know. It was fine. I have some leads.
Well,
We'll see where they go.
good for you.
What about you lot? How'd you keep yourself busy while I was gone?
Well, I went to the library. Found a little bit of information on the invisible stalker that tried to kill me. Also had a meeting with the king.
A meeting with the king, huh?
Yeah, you know, he was passing by as I was leaving the castle, and he told me not to be corrupted by power, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, one thing led to another, and he wants us to kill a dragon.
Why?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you know, I don't really know how it all spiraled out of control so quickly, but one minute he was telling me, don't be corrupted by power, I really like you, and then the next he was like, actually, I don't know if I like you that much. I don't trust you. How do I know you're not in cahoots with dragons? You look dragon-esque. How about you go kill the black dragon over in Orin? And I said,
And you said, that's just out of our range, right? Surely that's what you said. You respectfully declined, I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
yes. Well, I said, whoa, I can't kill the black dragon.
Uh-huh.
And he said, well, what about the green dragon? And I said, well, I would kill the green dragon if if it were inclined, if the situation was right, I would kill it.
If all the pieces fell in place, I would do it myself.
Right, I mean, if the dragon was there and it was knocked unconscious and I could just slit his throat, then yeah, sure, I would do that.
Yeah, but then then he said, by decree of the king, you have a month to kill this dragon. One of two. So.
He did correct himself. He said till the end of Lawless Moon, which is 2 months away.
Oh. So he gave us 2 months, actually.
To kill which dragon?
I'm sorry. You're using the wrong pronouns, I think. I think you said us when you meant to say me.
No. No, not just me, because he doesn't trust any of us. Or the Broken Blades. So...
What did I ever do to give the king this impression that...
I said the same thing. I said the same thing to him. I said, what have we done to make you think that we're doing bad to your city? And he said, well, when you showed up, Orin was gone, and You let a black dragon out, and now you look like a black dragon, so I don't trust you. Also, pulling them in, huddling close. Also, he has information to think that maybe the broken blades are actually messengers of Tuhano.
What?
Both of us. What?
How does that make any sense? Have we ever seen them preach about the dragons? It seems like they're not too interested in them.
He seems...
Yeah, and we all know that if you're a messenger of Tuanul, you're absolutely compelled to talk about it all the fucking time.
That is actually facts.
He seems to think that they're in cahoots, and he thinks even maybe that Orin was planned. They knew it was going to happen.
And they so they sent us there to die,
I don't
be
know.
food.
I don't know. I don't know why they sent us.
Why would the king do this based on circumstantial evidence?
Are you sure you met with the king?
I mean, as sure as I can be.
What if this was just a fake?
Yeah, you know, the very first time we went and saw King Iltar, I thought perhaps that it wasn't actually him and it was a doppelganger, but that's besides the point. If it is or if it isn't, they're gonna believe that it's him. And if we don't get a dragon,
The green one.
either, I would say hopefully the green one. I feel like it would be less powerful than Eigenir.
Well, I'd also love to fucking kill Kanoa.
Right.
He is our problem.
The feeling is mutual.
Yeah.
I feel like Konoha would be easier to trick if we were going to kill one. I feel like Konoha could be tricked and trapped.
Yeah, maybe we can get him to just,
Kill himself.
drink some poison or something.
I think he's poisonous.
He probably is. Regardless, bombshells have been dropped on my head in the meeting with King Iltar. So, sorry to drop them on you now, but as a group...
I thought you were the silver-tongued devil. You must have not done too well.
No, I did great. I did perfect. I
You
would
keep
say,
saying that,
actually.
but his tongue looks red to me.
Okay, it's a figure of speech.
Better
Oh.
say, you sweet child. Okay. Alright. I'm still just processing my death, really. I'm just coming to grips with it.
I'm gonna go think about dying.
Well, you have that arrow, yeah?
That's right. Yeah, I do, I suppose.
A dragon-killing arrow, and maybe, this is probably fairly far-fetched, but maybe we can talk to Eigenir, and Eigenir will help us fight Konoha.
You want...
Do any of us
Let me-
know if
let me-
dragons are like territorial?
Let me understand this. You
have
want to
roll,
get...
like history or arcana. You want to roll something for that?
You want to get one
No, you
dragon.
gotta tell me what you're rolling first.
Arcana?
Can
7?
7. You are aware of most, just in your tribes, you knew that the Yuan-Ti didn't really reconvene. Like, if they served one god, had one philosophy, they did not fuck with the other philosophies. And you kind of saw that in nature, whereas not even like snakes would really care for their families. They just kind of let them go.
It It may work. If dragons are anything like snakes, they don't care for each other.
This is what I'm thinking. I think the Konua is a fake dragon. Right? So we go, and we talk to Eigenir, and we say, hey, Eigenir, there's this fake dragon who's shitting all over dragonkind. And I also...
Masquerading as a
Yeah.
real dragon.
Right. And I also heard that he flew over here by Orin. And before he left us, he told us that he was going to take over Orin.
Who, Agnir?
No, we're going to tell Eigenir that Konua wants to take Orin from him.
Oh, so you want to lie to a dragon's face?
Yeah. I don't see where the problem is. I lie to everyone's face. Except you guys.
Lying about the king.
You do realize, though, if this goes south, we are fighting Eigenir and not Konua.
Yeah, but you know, me and Eigenir, we're tight. You know? What?
That's a lie.
No, look at me.
What? What
Look
if,
at
what
me.
If, what if instead of lying to Agnir, what if we could just like make a bargain with him? You know, make a deal. You know, just be honest with him. You know, have you ever tried, even considered for a moment honesty?
Hey, what's
You
going
know?
on here? Talking about buying gear and making a deal. You're talking about me.
Yes. No, I'm sorry. I took what you said into consideration for the moment. What? No, we're not talking about you. We're talking about something else. It's private. It's group matters.
I be hearing words.
Well, plug your ears.
Last I checked, we were business partners.
This is not about business. It's
Is it
not
not?
about this business.
It's well, it's if you must know metal, then it's that is metal, right?
Yeah, it is metal.
Yeah. If you must know metal, I mean, it's really it's a private family matter. So sorry we were loud, you know.
And you see him and he looks kind of like dejected.
Oh,
Look, man's heart to heart. You see, we in this business together. We put so much money down on this because we trust you all. The Broken Blades are a family, and if this is a family matter, then please allow us to help.
If that's true, then you wouldn't lie to us about being messengers of Tuhano, would you?
oh shit.
Oh my god.
What do we have to lie about? First off, the messengers are not us. Look, I know I have a metal dinosaur outside, but that is a dinosaur, not a dragon.
Are you in cahoots?
With my dinosaur?
No. With the messengers. Tell me the truth, Metal.
Is this a real question?
Fucking yes.
All right, I'm rolling
I'll,
insight.
I'll cast Zone of Truth.
Charisma save?
It's not incredibly high.
I'm rolling insight.
Go ahead and roll. You're trying to see if he's lying right now?
Yeah, like he's obviously playing coy.
Okay, understood.
Well, if he is lying, he's playing coy. If he's not lying, then
Sure.
then he's genuinely confused.
Sure. Okay, what's your insight?
24.
24?
Yeah.
He's wondering, like, this is a genuine, like, why are you asking me this? What is this question? And why are you casting Zone of Truth? Like, he's looking around like, what is happening right now? And, like, he puts his hands up. What does your Zone of Truth look like? What are you doing to cast Zone of Truth?
What does it look like? She just kind of smacks the glaive down on the ground, and I think it like spreads with like ghost flowers.
Okay, and these ghost flowers come up and like the petals fly into this sort of like goldish greenish energy that domes around you all. Everyone needs to make a save, please. Besides Narissa.
Oh, what
Actually,
save?
you would make the
Charisma
save.
save?
Yeah, it's a charisma save. You would all make said save.
Man. No, I fell. My own spell.
Natural
Wait,
one.
you have to make a save too?
Natural one.
I think everyone in the zone needs to make a save.
Plus 7 makes it 8.
Okay, what did you get, Erson?
Natural 20.
You're the
Okay,
you
okay.
made it.
So you know that Ersid is free of the effects of Zone of Truth. You know Metal, Kane, and yourself can only speak the truth. Metal, again, he has his hands up.
It's just a precaution. We're all being honest except Ersid right now.
So,
What? Like, I don't know that, right?
You do now.
Alright.
I think you would definitely know, especially Narissa. Narissa knows that for sure. And like coming down the stairs and like working, you see Oliver
Oh
and
my God.
Uwasa, and Metal looks over. If this is a conversation, I think we should all be involved. If it's this serious.
But I thought we were family, right? So why don't you just tell us?
family discussion.
I hate
I
this.
suppose
Two
that
seconds ago, you were all ears to talk to us, and now all of a sudden you won't answer the question.
Because I think everyone should be here.
come
right,
get in the
well, they're
circle.
bloody
Get
here.
in the circle.
And like Uwasa like rushes in. She's looking around and she's looking all confused. What do I have to beat?
It's not very high. I think it's 12.
It's 12. Okay. Uwasa's fine. She makes the save. She walks in, she's looking at you, and she looks at you, Kane, specifically with like the biggest shrug, like what is going on? And Oliver, you can hear him just his what is that called?
Cane?
Crutch.
Crutch?
His crutch as he walks over. I almost saw this then. And he makes his save. I'm gonna use this one. And you can tell that he's failed the save.
We're just being honest right now. The king has suspicion that you are followers or messengers of Tuhanul, or you're in cahoots with them somehow.
That's strange. No, we're not messengers of Doom. Nothing against them, but we've never... I mean, do you see any white robes here?
I didn't think so. Have you ever spoken with them? Or been seen with them? Any one of them? The speaker or...
No, I mean, sometimes you'll see them out in the city.
Did
Sure,
you?
they've been in the well. We've had drinks with some of their lower constituents, but
Is there anyone you know here that likes to spread rumors?
this is Burnwell. This is a city of lies and corruption.
Did you?
Why would
know-
somebody tell the king that you are a messenger of Tuanul?
Now tell me. And Metal speaks up. And he looks at you, Kane. Did someone tell the king directly? Do you know the exact words that were said? Rumors can get out of hand.
He just said that he has ears all over the city, and he heard that perhaps you are followers or associated with them somehow, and that perhaps you even knew that something more was going on with Orin rather than a water shortage. Did you know something else was going to happen when you sent us there?
No, mate. We knew they had poisoned water, which was poisoning their food supply. We simply did our best to help because, well, We know what it's like to not get it.
All right. So everyone's being honest. That's good. That's good.
So, this is quite the conundrum.
We look bad right now. Everyone thinks that we are approving of these dragons and what they're doing.
Well, I mean, let's look at it from the outside in. You all are, well, honorary broken blades. Going out to Orin. Dragon shows up. This bloke comes back here with scales. You're already covered in them, and this man's still alive. You leave again. Another dragon shows up. And then what?
Sure.
And it goes to Orin.
It went to Orin? Did we know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kills
so
all
the
their
green-
soldiers, and it was the green dragon.
Do you know if the green dragon talked with the black dragon?
Mate, that's beyond me.
I have... Kanoa knows where these dragons are. I bet he's gotten to Eigenir before us.
For sure.
I look back to Oliver.
Have you already told?
The king is asking us to kill Eigenir or Kanoa by the end of the next month. Or we are going to be enemies of Burnwell?
Is it too late to get our deposit back from this property?
It's not like we can really go anywhere else. Arid would probably kill us, and the Wise Guardians are... You know how they feel about us.
This is...
I'd kill myself if I had to live there.
I'd kill myself.
This is quite the conundrum. I mean, they've been paid. Look, they're out here working. We've made solid headway on this tavern.
This is our best bet.
You know what?
Unfortunately, if we are going to ask for help, we might have to ask the Wise Guardians.
And or the green elves.
They
was
might
just gonna
they
s-
might be willing, but
I was just gonna say we should lay out all of our our allies.
I just worry about the green elves being hurt.
Yeah, if Wise
Well, yeah,
Guardians
I mean,
die-
I don't want to get them like super involved, but like if we need them,
Sure. I mean, we have Grant as a Wise Guardian ally, and Salome is amicable.
He would probably help kill a dragon.
I think he would.
I mean, here's the thing though, like Arid also, everyone wants to kill these dragons, right?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I know, I'm not entirely sure. I think Burnwell was simply scared. Arid hates magic. I didn't know they had any sort of history with dragons. Viceguard, however, does have a chip on their shoulder.
It is more personal for them. Not saying Arid isn't someone to reach out to, but we only have one ally in Arid.
We found an Arid that likes you.
Paul, what's his name?
Phil.
Paul? Paul?
Huh. Wow. Well, you guys certainly, if you aren't miracle workers, you guys certainly make strange things happen.
Maybe we are incredibly lucky, or incredibly unlucky.
Do tend to go hand in hand.
Ain't that the truth? Well, sorry for accusing you, or whatever.
Just had to be sure, is all.
Well,
I
well,
really
see-
didn't think that you were.
I also didn't think that you were, but you know, we had to get all the cards on the table, you know?
Roll persuasion or deception.
That's persuasion.
Okay.
14.
Okay. Look, mates, I just hope that this situation here is let you know that you can trust us. We've never tried to put you in a situation that you couldn't handle. However, we don't know what lies on the end of these contracts, like the dragon or the eldritch storm.
Sure.
We think you're all impressive, and we'd like to keep that power with us. So, if you ever need help, even if it means killing a dragon, I happen to have a silver tongue myself. I'll see what I can make happen.
Okay. Great. Thanks. Hope there's no hard feelings between us.
And Metal kind of scratches his head. I'm a little hurt, but I'll get over it.
I'm sorry, Metal.
Is that the real sorry?
Yes.
Or do you just speak like that, Kane? I'm not.
No, it's real.
That's
It's
just
real.
my voice.
Just my voice. Really. Truly
Well,
sorry.
Kane, did the king at least, did he offer some kind of reward?
Not being enemies of the crown, I
Yeah.
suppose, is the reward, mate.
Yeah.
I think that's not enough compensation.
Yeah, well, you can freely go tell him that if you think he's going to buy it.
I suppose we can go back, but I really don't think he's gonna do anything for us.
Well, if he takes you seriously, he did allow you to be part of the original battalion of Dragon Slayers. Maybe, depending on the amount of casualties, he'd be willing to send out another battalion with you. Some support. However, I think that would take a lot of convincing.
Right.
Maybe a little more than.
That's the reason he's mad. Is because those people died. And we weren't there.
I'm convinced that the king has someone is feeding him manipulative information.
Look, I can say this, mate. In Burnwell, word gets around, and the king hears first. I don't know how that conversation went between you and the king there, Kane. However, something seemed to have spooked him. Whether or not he believed it initially, the king is not necessarily impulsive. But when it comes to his people, well, he is a good king, and he will do what he will to protect them.
Yeah. I put that together when I had the conversation with him. But he's being a little outlandish, telling 3 people to go kill a dragon.
Right, I mean, with all due respect to the king, I'm sure he's a good guy, but that's a fucking dumb thing to say. Like, that's a stupid thing to say. That doesn't make sense. Like, a smart person wouldn't say something like that.
But an angry or scared person might.
Right.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be the fucking king.
But the king is still a person with feelings. Most people have them.
Most people.
Not all of them.
Right, but no, I'm crazy in expecting a little more leadership from the king. Of course he's a person and he's scared and blah blah blah. But if he's a king, he is a leader among men. He should be able to sit down with his little, council of people and come to a logical conclusion that is not influenced by his emotional state. That's a bad king in that instance. I'm sure he's a good person at heart and he cares about his constituents and his people, but that's a bad king in that situation. That's a bad leader.
I do have One question for you, man.
Like objectively. But okay, go ahead.
What is the logical conclusion to this? When someone you suspect has the power to dismantle your whole kingdom, would you not assume that they also have the power to put this motion, well, out of motion?
So so the king thinks that we have the power to destroy their town?
Well, it sounds like to me the king thinks that wherever you went is where we went, as the Broken Blades. And he thinks that where we as a collective have gone has summoned dragons. Now, if that were to be true, we do have that capability. And he has the ability to speak with us, to ask us to work on his behalf. What do you think he would assume?
If we can bring about dragons.
Okay, under the assumption, this is a piece of information that I didn't know, that he thinks that we're actually the ones summoning the dragons. If that, I mean, that's okay. I suppose if that's the case, then he might think, well, if you can summon them, then you can make them go away.
Right.
But I mean, to that, I would also say that, you know, I would really love, like it's still a very impulsive thing to do. Like, just because Kane has skills and we, you know, everything else is, all this other evidence, this quote unquote evidence is just circumstantial. Like, it's still an impulsive decision, and that's okay. I understand it. He's a human. He's a person. He's got feelings. But as a in a position of power, you should be a little more thorough with your decisions. So,
Well, also, Ersid, I mean, let's put it this way. He's only asking a small collective of people to make a move. The worst thing that happens to them is they die. The best thing that happens is they save their kingdom. He's not.
He thinks we're strong enough to do so. Bit of a compliment, I guess.
I mean, you know, I wasn't in the room having this conversation with him, so I don't know.
All I know is that we have a month and a half.
So it's Tethered Moon, you still have White Stag Moon, and then Lawless Moon after that.
So like 2 months, 2 full months.
Yeah, because Tethered Moon, you're on the 3rd, and then you got 2 full months after. So you guys have some time to prep.
We can get some messages sent out. Maybe gather some forces if they're interested. I do believe Konoha is the better dragon to go after.
Me too.
He's our problem. We should take care of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just as well we needed to kill him anyway. Or get rid of him in some way.
I don't think that his agenda is the same as the other dragons.
No, I think
Whatever
they
their agenda is, I don't think it's the same.
Yeah, I think the Konoha is just a selfish agenda. It's just he's just having fun being a dragon.
Right. I don't know. That's kind of the reason I wanted to talk to the Ikeneer as well.
Well, I you know, I'm not opposed to speaking with Eigenir if it's you know, why don't we go to him in confidence? Why don't we go to him with honesty?
Okay, we don't have to lie. We don't have to lie to Ikeneer. I just don't want. I don't want to kill Konoha and then be on Ikeneer's bad side if they are.
Buddies.
Yeah.
No,
But if
that's
you
a
kill
lim-
Eigenir, you will be on Konoha's bad side. 100%
Well,
certain.
I mean, if we can kill Eigenir, then we can kill Konoha.
You do remember you're holding that shard, don't you?
Oh fuck.
You
Yeah,
want-
I do.
It is
I do.
okay.
No, I do. I do know that, and I've been thinking about it. So
Ersid,
just let me worry about that.
you feel your shard like pulsing on like your bow. It starts to light up from your back. You do know I can hear you all.
Yeah, I do know that.
And I've taken many factors into account.
Uh-huh.
And so, it sounds like you have quite the conundrum.
That's right.
And the fact that this one here, Kane, I believe, is willing to speak before fighting is something I am comfortable with.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's what I wanted to do as well.
What? What? What's your name? I forgot.
Sorry, okay.
Sorry.
Wait, but they can't hear him.
Yeah, he speaks out.
Yeah.
He could do both. He could speak in your head and also out loud.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Say, worst comes to worst, and we have to kill Konoha. How you gonna feel about that? He's not really a scaly. It's all magic.
That is right, Kane. It's all magic. You, myself, this world, it's all magic. Which means Konoha is just as real as everything else. He may not have the ancestry that you may be alluding to, but all in all, I believe he is a dragon.
So you don't want us to kill him?
Again, I only ask that you kill dragons, not in cold blood. Not for the hate of dragons.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, well, I'm not killing him because he's a dragon. I'm killing him because I don't like Konoha.
That sounds like a personal grudge, and this happens to be a dragon.
Yep.
So that is different.
Just so happens.
However, please keep your wits about you. Listen with an open mind. There are things happening here in this world, it seems, that are all rumors. No one seems to understand one another. And that is what I ask you all first and foremost. Try to understand. And if you come to an understanding that they must die, I hope you have good reasoning.
Yeah. 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 I have good reason. I feel like he's a maniac with too much power. Who killed a bunch of people.
We do not know the whole story.
You're right. That's why we're gonna go talk to Agony.
That will be an interesting conversation indeed.
I think so.
Indeed. Then the stone stops glowing.
Okay. No. What do we do now, fellas?
I would like to know more about that talking stone.
I don't know anything about the talking stone, just that it talks.
See, this is why I can never tell if you are being honest or...
I guess is Zona's truth still up?
I think it lasts 10 minutes. Is it a minute or 10 minutes?
I think it's 10 minutes.
It might be fading.
You tell me. You did fail.
I did.
You did fail. I would say
If
this
Zona's
is within the
truth
10
is
minutes.
Still up, then I guess I didn't say I don't know anything about the stone. But
10 minutes.
But I just
It's
can't
just a
tell
little
lie.
stone. It's just a little stone, mate. Like we go out on our travels. It's a magic stone. There's an entity in there that lives in there and talks to me.
Wait, he looks like it talks to all of us, mate.
Sure, sure. Yeah, I mean, you saw it.
I heard it.
Semantics.
What?
Semantics. You're being overly nitpicky about the words when obviously everyone saw that it was
My
talking to
God.
all of us. So no, I feel like you're being like rather nosy, Metal. Like with all due respect. Like we're adventurers. We go out. We get shit. Like I don't need to make a. Do I need to make a 100% inventory of all the things?
Jesus Christ.
Harrison is
And Oliver
so
kinda-
grumpy
Oliver
lately.
I'm
slams
grumpy.
his crutch on the ground. Now, Acid, we were the ones who helped you get your start, mate. All we want to do is help you. And it sounds like this involves us. So, you can't blame Metal for wanting to be informed, especially since he's a maniac about magical items. The man's a smith, for God's sakes. Don't kill him for being interested. As well, this is very interesting. Lots of things are happening, and I understand tensions are high. But look, we're your friends, so treat us as such.
Okay. Well, we got the item. It talks. Maybe he will go over it with you another time, Metal. But as for now, I think that we've had a lot of information dropped on us. We were unsure where everything lied. And we all need some time to process. Us and you. Perhaps you feel no different.
And Metal kind of just cracks his neck, cracks his shoulders. Look, I was just interested. I thought it seemed concerning, and you all definitely seem concerned. I simply hoped I could lend an ear. So I'm going to go process the best way I know how. And I do have a commission. And he walks off, and Oliver just kind of like nods his head, and he rests his eyes on you, Airsid, very specifically before he walks off. And Uwasa kind of like looks at you all and gives you a wry smile and shrugs, does a little bow and scampers off.
Well, I suppose. Fuck. We have 3 months, but we have to stay here for fucking 2.
We do.
I think that
That's
is over.
What do you mean?
Like
Just for
if we need to leave, like it's obviously more worth it to take care of this and just
Sure.
postpone, you know.
But it doesn't take very long to get to Orin. And we could spend time looking into stuff right now at this very minute.
yeah.
And then go towards the end of the month or whatever. And I guess they would only slow it down a little bit. Come back.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I really don't want to go talk to Eigenir without the armor that I'm getting though. Just in case.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, that's gonna be 10 days then.
Yeah,
Isn't
but
it?
we've got 3 months to kill.
Yeah,
one
we
of them.
have.
We've got time.
We have time.
Oh, we have 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got 3 months.
Oh, I thought we had 2 months.
The rest of this month, we're on the 3rd day. Then next
Ah.
month, and then at the end of the month after that is when we have
Ah.
to kill one of these dragons.
All right. What if we fake it? What if we create an illusion that we killed the dragon?
Can you do that?
I thought that myself, but I don't know how we're going to have a fake dragon head
Yeah.
or fake dragon whatever it may be.
I mean,
And-
let's think about it, alright?
And also, if we didn't kill it and the illusion was eventually broken,
That's true.
then we are named public enemy number 1.
That's right.
By
yeah. No,
everyone.
it wasn't really a serious proposition, but it was a thought that crossed my mind.
Yeah, mine as well.
Okay. I'm just wondering, just so that we can get this out there on the strategic table. How many people do you think we're gonna need if we go into a head-on collision with Kanoa? Like, how many of us will it take? You know, just so that I can have a number in my head of like, okay, you know, if it comes to it, if it comes to blows, how many people do we need to recruit?
I don't know, mate.
It's hard to say. I don't know how strong he is, if he's very powerful. He did get a wish. If he has helpers or a lair.
I'm sure that Konoha is strong. Though I've never fought a dragon before. I have run away from one.
Well, maybe we can get this information from Igonir, actually. He might know better.
Yeah, I think Igonir is a great start. If he'll have us.
All right. Well, so I guess we'll go see Igonir in about a week.
Yeah.
Shitting it this whole week.
Yeah, I guess so. Wanna get my clothes?
This would be the day to pick them up.
Okay. I'll go do that.
Okay. While you're out, go ahead and roll perception.
Sure.
Unless you guys are all going with him.
No,
Okay.
I'm sulking.
I was gonna say, I think she's like laying on the bench, like languishing.
19.
19. You see a familiar silhouette kind of walking about. You realize they're sort of following you.
Kate
There's
dies.
a tall individual, live in frame, with a dark black hood. Fucker. Stalking around the corners, and you make it into the tailor. And of course, homeboy's there, his little mustache, he's all hunched over, he bows. Master Kane.
Hello. Here to pick up my order.
Well, I do know it will be to your liking. And he
Great.
throws it on, and it's all like the coat itself is straight leather, and you have like pockets and like accents of this like sort of greenish scale that's been lacquered in a way to produce like an emerald texture. And it mirrors the same scales that are on your boots. He's giving you black pants that fan out in that same harem style, and a sash that you can wrap around either through the coat or just on your waist that wraps around you, and it has so much extra length that it seems to flow almost magically off your body.
Sick. Wow. Beautiful. Really well done.
He bows. I know.
I'll give him the 50 gold and 15 as a tip.
Nice.
Wow.
My pleasure, Master Kane.
Big money.
All right, well. Thanks again.
Of course.
I will see you if I ever lose my coat again.
Please come to me for all your tailoring needs.
Always possible.
Yeah. Okay. As I go out of this establishment, do I still see this hooded figure?
It's a little busy. There's like guards and such walking in between you. But you see on the other side of kind of like this row of shops, they're just standing, looking at you.
I'm gonna beeline it.
You walk through the people, and you start getting closer and closer, and you realize like this guy's tall. Like he's like 6'5", 6'7", something, looming down. And you get close enough to where you see their face finally, and similar to Kanua, their nose is missing, but not in like it was cut off, more almost like a birth defect. Their lip lifts up a little, and you can see a row of very straight teeth, and they sort of breathe haggardly. And as you get closer, you realize it starts to get a little cold as their gray eyes stare at you, peering from under the shade of their hood.
Why are you following me?
Because you interest me.
You got an admirer.
Yeah, but I mean, I saw you before, like a fucking month ago, and you're still here, and now you're following me again. What is so interesting?
Well, I am here for the time being. I have my duties. And it seems you and I, well, we share something.
Being
You are somewhat like me. You share the scent of the Umbra Mirror.
Is that so?
but I mean, I've only been there once. But you followed me before then.
You've been. Yes. It is stronger now.
Get a good sniff.
Yeah, really.
Right in your hair.
I mean, he's just kind of like standing there.
Yeah. And are you from there? Or just connected?
I am.
Okay, mister. Do you have a name?
I am known to people on this plane as Spike.
Spike. Mr. Spike. Okay. How can I help you?
I am here for a hunt.
A hunt?
A hunt. One that I believe your friend may have fallen victim to. A dark creature.
You're looking for the Mabel.
Yes. She has sent me to dismiss her.
Mabel sent you to then also kill her?
No, my master.
And who is that?
You know her very well.
Do I?
You've not seen her. She comes to you in your dreams with a cloak covered in black feathers, a mask like a beak. We tend to call her the Raven Queen.
I have. She sent you to kill Mabel,
Aye,
and you want help?
I think it would help you become closer. And then you can truly be one of her soldiers, like me.
What are we supposed to do?
Okay.
So many things.
I've got a lot on my plate right now, Spike. You know, I wanted to deal with Man-Eater Mabel, but then I heard she's gone somewhere else outside of this city, and now
I am aware. It is okay.
okay.
I believe I am more than capable. However, if you would ever like to get closer to our dark mistress, I would be happy to guide you in her ways.
I just find you.
Easily.
And you look down, and he's holding out his hand, and there is a small black necklace laced with black pearls all the way through.
This will keep you safe. It will allow you to contact me. I do not know how much longer I will be in this city. I do not know how long the man-eater will take to return. Are you aware of a man named Matthias?
I am.
Walk with me.
Okay.
This may be the wrong thing to do, but I trust those like myself who serve under her. So I will tell you. There is a guild here, known as Oblivion's March. Matthias can get you closer to them. The closer you work with them, well, the closer you work with me. However, I have no allegiance to them, only to the Raven Queen. So if you do need me, well, I hope your faith in her is as strong as mine.
Okay. Well, I will talk to Matthias about Oblivion's March.
And then, you and I, we will walk together in darkness, yes?
Yeah. And if you do know anything about Mabel or need help, you can come get me.
You have a lot on your plate.
Yeah, but if she's here and I can deal with it right now, if I don't have to go somewhere else.
You see a small smile curve between their already revealed teeth.
Your name?
My name.
Yes,
Oh, I just thought you knew it already. It's Kane.
Cain. A good name. Well, Cain. Let us walk together in darkness, and if I see you, maybe under a bright moon.
And he walks away.
Great. Fuck. Should have asked him about the invisible stalker. I'll put the necklace on.
And you hear a voice in your head.
If there is anything you need, you can contact me through this.
Do you know anything about an invisible stalker who tried to kill me? It wasn't you, was it?
You are an ally.
Yes.
However brutal our Dark Mistress's training may be, I don't believe it begins with an ambush. However, dark dealings have been made, and a tragedy awaits you.
The music cue.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Spike. Thank you.
Tragedy indeed.
Don't tell me that. Okay. I'll go back to the black metal barrel.
BMB. We just keep going
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh,
like
ooh,
I
this.
guess. Oh well, fuck. I'll go talk to Matthias.
Okay. So you talk to Matthias. You walk up and he's just doing his little thing in his stand. He's polishing like glasses and silver. He has all kinds of different wares out, different cloaks, shields. It's just a menagerie of all kinds of things.
Well, Citizen O'Kane,
Hey Matthias, how you doing?
doing well. Business is good.
Good. Yeah, your shop looks great.
Thanks.
Of course. Hey, quick question.
Hmm.
You think you could maybe give me some information on Oblivion's March?
Well, that all depends. Do you find yourself nocturnal?
Nocturnal? Yeah,
Well,
stay up late all the time.
I stay up past 1.
if there's anything I know, it's owls. And they come around the Furnace Exchange at night. And they always ask who.
All right. That's pretty funny. Great. Thank you.
It's cute.
It is. Okay, thanks. Also, jobs? Anything good stealing wise?
You want to steal something?
Well, you're the man for it.
We have all kinds of jobs. But if you're looking for something specific, well, let me see if we have any requests.
And he starts like shuffling in like his bags and flipping through papers and going through all kinds of things.
Well, it's not exactly specific. But, well, maybe an owl can tell you more later.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Matthias. Also, Val say anything after she left? She come back?
And he like looks.
Tragedy.
Sure, yeah.
Did she say anything? What do you mean?
No. About me. About my friends.
She doesn't talk to me. I hear her. She's mad sometimes. She was mad after the bet, but anyone would be. That's a lot of money lost.
Yeah. Right. You know where they stay?
Well, I think you need to find that out yourself.
Okay. You're the man, Matthias.
Thanks. I try. I know she likes to drink at the well, so maybe you'll find her there.
Look there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, thanks.
And he nods and he goes back to cleaning up his stuff.
Turns to exchange at night. Ask who. Will do.
And that's cool.
And you're just heading back to the crew.
Yeah.
Okay. And with that, new information on your side and a weight on your shoulders as you await the building of your tavern, you head deeper into clearing your name and learning more about yourselves individually. As the desert night falls, a cold wind blows. And we'll see you guys next time on Under the Dreamer's Flame. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. We'll see you in 2 weeks. I do believe that would be
Play
October
next
8th.
Sunday if you want.
Next Sunday.
If everyone can or wants to.
We'll keep you guys updated. We'll keep you guys updated on our next show. Until then, you guys have a good night, all right? Bye-bye.